the studio? Oh, Expedition 33?
Bonjour, everyone.
I'm really excited for this
We are
game.
Interactive, and welcome to our manor. We are a small studio based in Montpellier, France, working on our first game, Clair Obscur, Expedition 33. It's a turn-based RPG set in a fantasy version of late 19th century Belle Epoque France.
Here we are.
Oh, that's the
Our
setting.
grand adventure in game development actually started as a solo passion project. I wanted to create something like the JRPGs with turn-based combat I grew up with and loved,
Please.
but that fully leveraged
Too many
the latest
devs are
tech,
ditching turn-based.
refresh the genre with new features,
Oh, that's new. I've
and
never
to
seen that
place
boss
in a
before.
compelling world. I knew I needed help to realize my dream. First, I turned to a programmer I knew would get it.
Guillaume and I started trading ideas right away, and that quickly turned into trading files back and forth. Soon, I was creating the first prototypes of the reactive turn-based system, combining real-time offense and defense element, and a cinematic battle camera system. Things really clicked when we tested the first
Dude,
version.
this looks
of the
so
features.
good.
We felt we had something both challenging and fun.
As Tom and I went back and forth and iterated on game elements, a vision started to come together, and I shared it
Now
with
this
an
game
old
I'm
friend from
optimistic
university.
for. I think it's headed up by ex-Ubisoft devs.
Gamers.
At least
And
now
when
we
it
know where all their
described the
talent
project,
went.
I quit my job the following week and joined the team without hesitation. Because I believe that in video games, success always starts with a strong creative vision.
Absolutely.
And we had that,
I can
defined
attest
by
to this as a
three
creative
core
designer.
elements. A story with great emotional depth. Gameplay that innovates on the classics we love. And a world that is completely original, beautiful, and immersive.
Beautiful's
We founded
right. This thing
Central
looks
Interactive
downright
on
incredible.
these tenets. A group of friends with a shared vision. And
I just
the
wanna know
drive
when
to
the
make
release date
something
is.
Great.
Hey, Ubisoft, if you're watching this, you guys need to do better.
This too
Quit,
is your
quit,
legacy.
jacking things up with certain games. I will
Core to
say
every
that
great RPG
Mirage
is
was
a
good.
compelling
I didn't
story.
have any problems with Assassin's Creed
And
Valhalla.
Guillaume and I spent
Shadows,
4 years intensively
I am being
developing
very
and refining
cautious
ours.
on.
And
You
that
guys need to
started
go
with the
back to
hook.
this. Thanks.
67 years ago,
Love a
a
certain
massive
gamer
slumbering
who-
paintress and a monolith appeared with no warning. Once a year, the paintress wakes and paints a number on her monolith, and everyone who has passed that age is erased.
Dude, the paintress
Every year,
boss
that
fight's
number
gonna be
ticks down,
epic.
And everyone dies younger and younger. Expeditions depart to kill the paintress, determined to fight until their final breath, but none have ever returned. Our story follows Expedition 33.
Expeditioners, we honor your dedication.
I wonder if, like, the
Guillaume and I
paintress is
knew
one of the
early on
villagers in
that we didn't want
disguise.
to focus on good versus evil. What's interesting to us are people who, yes, are flawed, but who care deeply about each other. And conflicts arise because they have different perspectives on what needs to be done.
I'm sorry about earlier.
We wanted our story to feel dark and mature, with adult characters who feel like real people with real experiences.
I'm always missing something that everyone else just gets.
I think
The
Ben
heart
Starr
of
and
the
Charlie
story
Cox
is
are
about
in this.
overcoming an existential threat while struggling with loss and grief. And it's rooted in the characters' relationships, both to each other and to themselves.
What are we gonna do, huh? Tell me. What are we gonna do?
In a world like this, how does one stay hopeful or make peace with their fate?
That's a good
What
question.
duty do we owe to each other or to ourselves? These questions are deeply personal to me, and they permeate the story behind the story.
Know that Lumiere fights with you. Tomorrow comes Expedition 33.
I already pre-ordered the
The
Lumiere edition.
characters all have their own motivations and perspectives. Gustave and Lune are deeply
Dude, this and
invested
Ninja
in the
Gaiden,
expedition,
I think they're
even
gonna
if they
show it
fight all
off
the
at Summer
time.
Game
To them,
Pass.
the mission is tied not only to their family, it's central to their identity and purpose.
Protocol doesn't cover
There's a-
every contingency.
There's a...
You know that.
Contrast that with Ciel, whose darkest days have already
I
happened.
don't know about that limp
What are
sync.
the stars
Seemed
whispering
off.
to you? Actually, I'm the one whispering to them. It's something my dad and I used to do.
And Maëlle, who cares more about really living her life, not just living longer.
Gustav, are you real?
It's not all dark, though. Along the way, they meet various colorful NPCs and recruit Monoko, who is a friendly but kinda bloodthirsty philosopher and a fully playable character. He
Oh,
has a
so
really
he's an
cool battle
NPC.
mechanic where he can turn into the enemies he defeats.
What are you doing?
Just need the foot. Aha!
He's very,
Whoa.
very old and has seen many expeditions come
Oh, so he's like a
He is a
summonable
Which are a
NPC.
group of playful beings who
That's
do
just
battle as
cool.
a form of meditation. They're fun and sort of ridiculous. You'll meet
Dude, I can already
Monoko
see
and
people
many other
abusing the
Gestrals
life out of
across the
this
game.
feature.
And of course, there is Esquier, who is one of the oldest and lore-wise the most powerful creatures in the verse.
Esquier is that powerful?
He will be your mount and help you travel to secret
Oh,
corners of
dude.
the world.
This has Final Fantasy written all over
If you
it.
bring him back his special stones, you can unlock abilities for him to access new areas of the world and find exciting secrets.
I'm strong, but I'm not that strong.
Everyone has their own reason for joining the expedition, and each of them has their own story arc and resolution that we think players will really
Nice.
connect with.
Oh, is he a playable character?
In addition to a strong narrative, we had a clear vision for our own take on the genre's core gameplay. Our reactive turn-based system takes the traditional turn-based battle mechanic we love and adds real-time reaction, which gives combat greater intensity and dynamism.
Oh,
During
yeah, I
enemy
can already
turns,
tell.
you can negate all damage by dodging or parrying at the right time. But balancing turn-based with real-time mechanics took a long time to get right. During initial playtests, turn-based players often found the real-time elements too hard. Some of us are still traumatized by enemies from back then. We've done a lot of rebalancing,
Yeah, like Final Fantasy
and with
1,
a
that
lot
game
of
was
iteration,
crazy
we
hard.
ultimately came up with a
Oh my
formula
gosh.
that we're proud of. Players who are good at real-time can take more risks, and others can counterbalance with items and strategies. A big part of that
Expeditions,
formula
yeah.
lies in the many ways you can customize your character.
Oh, skill trees, nice.
We spend a lot of time designing each character's unique mechanics and their custom skill trees. Our philosophy is making every type of playstyle viable so that everyone
So the
can
weird
have fun with how
creature
they play
things
the game.
are playable characters.
Each character has
Okay,
a unique
that was my bad
mechanic.
for missing that.
Male switches between stances, which can ultimately boost defense or power.
Dude,
I
this looks
personally like
so
to make mine the
good.
protector of the group, but I'm pretty much the only one at the studio who plays it that way.
Yeah, Ubisoft, you guys
People
really
play
need to
her
do
as a
better.
glass
I mean,
cannon
look at
with
Sandfall. All your
Gustav's
former
implemented
devs are
skills.
outdoing you.
The characters can also equip hundreds of passive effects, which in our game are called Lumina. Every character has more than 20 unique skills in their skill tree and hundreds of passive effects. They
there's
can
gonna be
gain through
DLC.
Lumina and weapons.
The fact that they
So there are a
aren't
ton of
announcing
fields and playstyles
DLC
to
before
explore.
this happens, if
Needless
there's
to
DLC,
say,
is a
we
good
can't
sign.
wait to see how you choose to play.
'Cause a
and
lot
what
of
kinds
devs make
build
that
you'll
mistake.
design that we probably never even imagined.
Nice.
Our story is set in the French fantasy world, and I was really excited to design something unique. Every level has its own color and texture identity. For example, the Gestral Village is an early area in the game where players can enjoy a fun break. We wanted something that feels chaotic, grungy, and toy-like. It's basically a bazaar. Everything's disorganized, chaos everywhere.
It does look
kits aren't
bizarre.
safe, built without much thought. It's a place where anyone could fight you at any point, which is pretty much what the Gestrals are like. The Gestral Village is hidden inside the ancient sanctuary. The ideas here were forest, labyrinth, and sentinels. I designed it as a vibrant place, like an old graveyard of Gestrals, or forgotten wooden toys in a box, with two main colors, red and white. I wanted to make it feel cozy, hidden from danger, with traps and labyrinths in case enemies get in. Same process with the characters. Monoko came in a single concept. I thought of a monkey-like body, white fur with a black and red flat mask.
Ladies, could I?
I feel like he could be like the summoner
Definitely a
slash spellcaster of
For
this.
Esquier, we needed a cuddly companion to take us around the world. I thought instantly of a giant inflatable balloon and old Victorian pillows with many intricate motifs. We start with the
So
core
many
themes
interesting
and
ideas in
and
this
the
game.
visuals grow
How
organically.
did these
from
guys
there.
come up with this? My goodness.
From the very start of the project, there was one thing that we absolutely wanted to bring back from older JRPGs. a feature we really loved, but is very rare these days.
Which is?
A completely 3D and navigable world map. Yes, we've got a world map.
Yes.
And it was a real challenge.
Oh
to
my
create,
gosh, dude.
artistically and
Final
technically.
Fantasy, Dragon
And
Quest,
it turned out
Tales
a
of
lot
the
bigger than
Abyss.
we expected. You'll
I've lost
definitely
count
need
of
SDSL
all the
traveling
amazing
around.
games that took advantage of this.
We're super happy with the result, though,
Oh,
as there's a
man.
lot of side paths and entire hidden levels. If you want to fight the toughest bosses of the game, you will have to explore. Good luck.
I'm going to explore.
We've poured our hearts and souls into this game for the past 4 years.
When is it coming
That's
out?
why we're delighted to announce that Expedition 33 launches on April 24th on Xbox Series X and S and is available day one with Xbox Game Pass.
April,
You can
dude.
already wish the game. and follow us
Xbox
for more
already
info.
won the month of April.
We are super
PlayStation
excited
is
to invite you
screwed
into the world of
unless they can
Expedition
come up with something
33.
big
We're a
like
small,
Lost Soul
passionate
Aside.
team. It's our debut game, and we can't wait for you to discover our story, our world, and our take on the turn-based genre.
Well, actually, no. Technically, this
On
doesn't
behalf
screw
of everyone
PlayStation
at
because it's
Sunfall,
coming to
thank you for
PS5.
joining us. Tomorrow comes.
Demain viendra.
Tomorrow comes.
Demain viendra.
Dude.
Demain viendra.
Tomorrow comes.
Now I think the only other PS5 game, or not PS5, Xbox game that April 24th. Okay, already pre-ordered that.